Payment went through. No access granted. Fixing the most common Stripe and PayPal setup errors. When money moves but delivery doesn't, it's almost always one of 5 setup slip-ups. Here's how to spot and fix each one fast. A buyer messages you. I paid, but I never got my download. You check your bank account. The money is there. So what happened? 9 times out of 10, it's not a bug, and it's not the buyer's fault. It's a small mismatch in how Stripe or PayPal was connected. A test key left active, an email typed with different capitalization, an account still waiting on verification, or a wallet button that silently never showed up at checkout. None of these are dramatic failures, and all are fixable in minutes once you know where to look. This is a field guide to the specific ways a payment setup goes sideways after you've already connected Stripe or added a PayPal email, and the exact fix for each one. Start here. Is it a delivery problem or a payment problem? Before touching any settings, separate the symptom from the cause. Paid but got nothing covers at least 3 different failure points. The charge didn't actually complete. It completed in the wrong mode, or it completed correctly and delivery simply didn't fire. Check your bank or PayPal balance first. If the money isn't there, it may still be pending or the charge failed on the buyer's end. If the money is there, the problem lives in how your account is wired up. And that's what the rest of this guide walks through. Quick gut check. If a sale shows up in your dashboard but the customer says they got no download link, check which mode, test or live, that sale was recorded under first. It's the most common root cause. Error. Test mode and live mode got crossed. Stripe, and PayPal in its own way, runs 2 parallel universes. A test environment for checking your setup, and a live environment where real cards get charged. They use different keys and dashboards, and critically, they don't talk to each other. If your Stripe connection was made while a test key was still active, checkout can look completely normal. The charge even shows a confirmation number. Yet no real money moves and no live mode event fires to release the download. The buyer sees success. You see nothing in your real dashboard. This is extremely common in the first week after connecting a payment method. Check the toggle in Stripe's dashboard. Confirm you're viewing live data, not test data. In store.fan payment settings, disconnect and reconnect Stripe to force a fresh, live mode handshake. Place one small real purchase to confirm the charge shows in live mode and the link arrives. If a buyer already paid under a test mode mismatch, resend their access manually rather than asking them to pay again. Error. The account is still pending verification. Both Stripe and PayPal require identity and business verification before releasing funds, sometimes before the confirmation event that triggers delivery even fires. A creator connects Stripe, sees the connected check mark, and assumes they're done. But if Stripe still needs a government ID, a bank confirmation, or a business address, the account sits restricted. It can still accept a charge, but the payout, and sometimes delivery itself, gets held. This is especially common right after sign-up or after a large first sale that trips an automatic review. The fix isn't on store.fan's side. It's inside Stripe or PayPal's own verification flow. Log into the processor directly and clear every item on its banner or to-do list, not just the one marked urgent, since processors often reveal requirements one at a time. Error. PayPal email doesn't match character for character. If you're using a PayPal email instead of connecting Stripe, this is the sneakiest failure mode of all. PayPal routing is unforgiving about the exact email string. A trailing space pasted from a spreadsheet, a swapped letter that happens to point to a different linked account, or a typo in a rarely used inbox can send money to an address you're not actively monitoring. Buyers still get charged. You just never see it land where you expected. Copy the email directly from PayPal account settings. Never retype it from memory. Paste it into store. Fan payment settings and zoom in to check for stray spaces. Confirm it's the address you actively log into PayPal with, not an old forwarding address. Send yourself a small test purchase and confirm it lands in PayPal activity within minutes. Recheck it anytime you change your PayPal login or merge accounts. Error: Apple Pay or Google Pay isn't showing up at checkout. Apple Pay and Google Pay are supposed to work automatically once Stripe is connected, and for most creators they do. When the wallet buttons don't appear, it's rarely a store. Fan display bug: it's almost always one of three things. The buyer's device or browser doesn't support the wallet. Apple Pay needs Safari on an Apple device with a saved card. Google Pay needs Chrome with a saved card. The Stripe account is still verification pending from error, or the buyer is in a private incognito window where saved cards aren't available. Before assuming something is broken, test checkout yourself on an iPhone in Safari and an Android phone in Chrome. That isolates whether the problem is account side or device side. If wallet buttons are missing for every buyer, go back to Stripe's dashboard and confirm the account is fully verified and live mode is active. Usually the same root cause as error or resurfacing. Error: delivery didn't fire even though the charge cleared. Occasionally, the payment itself is clean. Verified account, live mode, correct email, and the buyer still says nothing arrived. Check spam and promotions folders first. Delivery emails land there more often than expected on a first purchase from a new sender. Next, check your dashboard order log. If the sale shows as completed, the download link exists and can be resent manually in a couple of clicks, no refund needed. If the sale isn't listed at all despite a real charge, contact support with the transaction ID in hand. The fastest way to trace where the handoff broke. Keep a paper trail. Ask for the transaction ID or charge confirmation before troubleshooting. It turns a vague, "I paid and got nothing," into a 2-minute lookup. Why getting this right matters more than it seems. A broken payment to delivery link doesn't just cost you one sale. It costs you the trust that makes people buy from a link in bio store at all. Buyers who pay and get nothing rarely try again. They screenshot it and move on. The good news: every failure mode above is a one-time fix, not an ongoing tax on your business. Once Stripe is live, verified, and confirmed with a real test purchase, or your PayPal email is triple-checked, delivery becomes instant and automatic every time. Exactly the way a live example store runs day to day. Open your store, fan account, connect a processor, and run one small real purchase before sharing your link anywhere. That single test catches every issue above before a real customer ever does. For more setup troubleshooting and growth tactics once your payments are firing cleanly, browse the blog. And if anything here doesn't match what you're seeing, the Common Questions page is the fastest next stop. Key takeaways. Most paid but no access reports trace back to one of 5 setup mismatches, not a platform outage. Test mode and live mode keys look nearly identical and are the single most common cause of phantom payments. An unverified Stripe or PayPal account can accept money while quietly blocking the payout and confirmation that trigger delivery. Email casing and typos on a PayPal address are a silent failure. The payment lands nowhere if it doesn't match exactly. Apple Pay and Google Pay depend on domain and device checks. If they're missing at checkout, the fix is almost always on the account side, not your storefront. Start your creator store free at store.fan.